Happened with De'Vondre Campbell. He didn't play and he went into the locker room at some point.
Yeah, he said he didn't want to play today.
Play today?
Yep.
The coaching staff?
He did when I asked him why he didn't want to go in. So.
During the game or before?
No, this was in the third quarter.
Will you release De'Vondre Campbell?
I don't. We'll figure out something, but I don't know that right now.
With De'Vondre opting to not go into the game, what do you need to do to ensure that you don't lose the rest of the locker room?
I haven't lost anybody. That's somebody who doesn't want to play football. That's pretty simple. I mean, I think our team and myself, we know how we feel about that. So I don't think we need to talk about him anymore.
Not disbelief or disconnection like as a team. That is one person who just decided not to, play for his teammates. And I don't think that doesn't make our offense look at each other and be like, wow, man, we're falling apart. It's more of a, or like the defense, hey, we're falling apart. It's more of a one person making like Mooney said, a selfish decision. And I'm with Mooney on that. And I've never been around anybody that's ever done that. And I hope I'm never around anybody that does that again.
What's your reaction to Campbell and just what his teammates had to say this whole situation?
If it were me, he would have been cut before he left the locker room. He wouldn't have made it out of the locker room as a San Francisco 49er. And I'll be honest with you, his career is in grave jeopardy, and it should be. You don't want a teammate like that. De'Vondre Campbell should be ashamed of himself. There is no excuse for what he did. And there have been examples, and I'm going to defer to NFL players. I didn't play, but here's the deal. There's certain things you don't need to be an actual participant in to understand how egregious it is. And this is one of those situations. I would need further understanding if he did it before the game. I would need further understanding if, you had an argument with the coach and you went home or whatever, and you said bump it. I get that part. That involves a lot more introspection. But I don't need much to understand that in the middle of a game that you dressed for, that you told the team you were available for, two of your teammates went down, the coaching staff comes to you to play, your teammates are looking for you to play, and healthy and ready to go, you said, no, I don't want to play, and then got up and walked off the field into the locker room. You heard what George Kittle said. You heard what his other teammates said. I don't blame them one bit. That is as egregious as it gets as far as I'm concerned. Yes, we should not be defined by our worst moment. I get that part. But it's really, really hard to overcome you not even thinking about your teammates and saying, hey, I'm not going to be there for y'all. And in the middle of action, you walk off the field. I can't imagine anything worse than that as a teammate.
RC, what is your perspective?
Don't give a damn about none of that, right? Because it is a competition, right? It is a competitive sport. And part of competitive sports is it's not only about what you have done as an individual, but the guy you're competing against. And I'm not talking about the Los Angeles Rams. I'm talking about Dre Greenlaw. As great as Fred Warner is, everyone in that locker room felt like Greenlaw was actually the heartbeat of this defense. He's the heartbeat of this team. When you watch the beginning of that game, there was no player that popped more than number 57. So if you're De'Vondre Campbell, you have to be able to see that. Right. And you also miss the fact that if I'm De'Vondre Campbell, I'm not only playing to show that I can be a valuable part of the San Francisco 49ers. I'm playing so I can show to Mike Tannenbaum, who may be over in New York or who may be over in Miami, that I can be a valuable piece to their locker room. That it's not just about my former all-pro years and what I can do on the grass. It's about the leadership that I could provide in the locker room. It's about having some sort of football integrity, some sort of football character. And for people like us, Bart, right, the people that weren't entitled to anything, the people that were cut off of football teams, the people that nobody called on draft day, my big thing, right? My big thing to say freak you, or my big thing to say that I'm better, or you not treating me the right way, was to go out and ball. Was to go out and say, now put the film on, look at 57, look at 59, and tell me who played better. And what he also has to remember, he has no deposits into the San Francisco 49ers emotional bank account. Dre Greenlaw has all of those deposits. If you remember when that man was running off the sideline and tore his Achilles, not only were the San Francisco 49ers dejected, the first thing number 15 of the Kansas City Chiefs said on the other side is Dre Greenlaw's down. That's the sort of man that you were replacing, and you did a good job. Now do the rest of your job, and when you're called upon again, stand up for your team.
Can I just say one more thing on this quickly, because I want to make sure I get you to the right place here. The circumstances are what the circumstances are. The circumstances also don't have to make a damn bit of difference. He was an NFL player on a roster who dressed for the game, and then when his team needed him, didn't go in. Does all the rest of it make any difference?
In my opinion, as a brotherhood, he should never play again.
Yeah, no,
ever again?
Ever again? Why would you want him on your team?
So you're going to judge him in his... I have a hard time judging a man in his worst moment. It's been worse atrocities that happened on a football team than him refusing to go in. So Deontay Johnson should never play again.
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
Why would I want him on my team?